Our national forecast consists of some wet snow mix across portions of the east coast and a soggy pattern for you on the west. I'm Fenn Alvarado, and thank you for joining us here at the Weather Network. Here's a snapshot of our temperatures across the country. Vancouver, 11 degrees, those icons indicating the soggy pattern that you've been experiencing. You still have a day and a little bit more left of some rain there. Meanwhile, Edmonton, we could experience some rain, 12 degrees today, though warmer in the south. Regina, 13 degrees, Winnipeg, 13 degrees, Toronto, 13 there as well. And we could experience a wet snow mixing of rain and snow, I should say, through portions of Atlantic Canada and through cottage country in southern Ontario. We'll stick with Atlantic Canada first. So through Corner Brook, even Cape Breton Island, and through the Avalon, it's getting cold enough that our rain could mix with a little bit of snow. So don't be shocked if you see a little bit of flurries flying for your Sunday afternoon. In through the evening, we could still experience some unsettled conditions through your overnight, but more unsettled conditions by Monday in the Charlottetown area, and then Cape Breton Island could experience some flurries flying there too. Quite unsettled pattern for you in the East Coast for the next couple of days, I should say in Newfoundland. The Maritimes remaining dry in your long-range forecast for the most part, but your temperatures quite cool. 8 degrees in Halifax today, 12 in St. John's, and getting even colder on Monday, dropping to 8 degrees in St. John's and 5 degrees in Sydney. I mentioned unsettled conditions for you in Newfoundland. Here's a snapshot of the next 7 days for you in St. John's. Meanwhile, as we head into Ontario, I did mention that we have unsettled conditions in cottage country. The Nickel Belt, Parry Sound, Bancroft, Kingston all could experience rain on Sunday morning. By the evening, this now turns into a rain-snow mix, even the possibility of some flurries through Bancroft and Ottawa by Sunday overnight. Just going to show how cool your conditions are actually getting. Meanwhile, in Quebec, we do have the risk for some snow through Quebec City by Sunday afternoon. Not accumulative snow. Again, this is going to be a wet snow mix. That's the storyline of the day, it seems like, across the east. Dry conditions with high pressure in place until Tuesday there for you as well. This system moving in from the prairies, heading in through Ontario and through Quebec, bringing you unsettled conditions through your mid-work week, which does mean Halloween could be quite soggy for you in some parts of the country, the east specifically. Toronto, 13 degrees this afternoon, Bancroft, 9 degrees in the next 7 days. I mentioned Halloween. Take a look at that. Although your temperatures are 20 degrees on Thursday, you still might need an umbrella for your Halloween night if you're trick-or-treating. Meanwhile, on the west coast, soggy conditions have been in place the last couple of days. You still have another soggy pattern for you, especially in Vancouver. The next 7 days looking pretty wet. We still have upwards of 50 millimeters of rain left to fall through Vancouver Island, southern portions of Vancouver Island, and the lower mainland. Meanwhile, your temperatures just under that seasonal mark. Vancouver, you're about 3 degrees below that seasonal mark, and your next 7 days, I did mention, going to be a soggy one. Here's a look at that for you. Your temperatures dropping by next weekend to 9 degrees. As we move on to the prairies in Calgary, warm through Calgary, 15 degrees, warm in Saskatoon, 14 degrees, and Winnipeg, 13 degrees. But tomorrow, we drop in your temperatures just slightly. Calgary, 10 degrees and 15 degrees, or 16, I should say, in Winnipeg. We do have some unsettled conditions. Rain possible for Edmonton today. If you're in Fort McMurray or northern portions of Saskatchewan and even Manitoba, we are looking at some snow and flurries there. But for the most part, by Tuesday afternoon, you are quite dry. I will leave you on your 7-day forecast here in Calgary, and take note of Friday, 3 degrees in the mix, the possibility, I should say, of some flurries then.